A good friend of mine named Todd reached out to me about a year and a half ago. He asked me if I was open to traveling and saving money. I said, absolutely, you're talking to the right guy. 18 months later, because of this exclusive booking technology that we're about to share with you guys, I've been on over 13 weeks of five-star luxury vacations. 13 weeks, 8 vacations in total. And for me and my guests, I saved over $20,000 by being able to book travel the way that I'm about to share with you guys here in just a minute. And when I say 20 grand, I mean 20 grand is a lot of money, y'all, right? But what's even more amazing than what I saved by not having to pay any markups or unnecessary fees in my bookings is what I actually spent out of pocket to save 20 grand, right? Because over the last 18 months, again, I've done more traveling in the last 18 months than I did my 30 some odd years on this earth prior. But what's even more amazing than the savings is what I actually spent. I only spent for 11 weeks of five-star luxury vacations, about 8 vacations in total. I only spent about $5,000 out of pocket for me and my guests to go on 11 weeks of five-star luxury vacations. I saved 4 times more than I even spent. And so I'm going to validate that for you guys here in a quick minute by doing some bookings and kind of showing you guys how it works. So I am going to just share 4 quick slides, and then we're going to start doing some bookings and have some fun. So one thing that we do is we help educate people on how to use a private exclusive booking portal that allows us that use it to get travel agent rates. Guys, we use an exclusive booking engine that gives us access to travel agent rates for us and our families when we book without having to be a licensed travel agent. This booking portal guts out any unnecessary markups or any third-party fees. Now, we also receive travel credits every single month. And these travel credits are dope because on average, after about 6 months of stacking up your travel credits, you have enough travel points to trade in and go on a 4 or 5-star luxury vacation. I've been here for 18 months and I've already done that twice already, where I've traded in my free travel points to go in and trade in for a free vacation for me and my guests. It's pretty awesome. I'll show you guys how that works in just a moment. And then, of course, for those that are open-minded to new ways of making money, we do show people how to generate a residual liquid cash flow that pays us daily by showing people how to do the one thing that they've always wanted to do, but at prices that they can actually afford to do it now, which is travel. Now, guys, this slide real quick, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it, but y'all see what I see, and we all see some names and some companies that we all recognize, right? I know that I do. If you've ever booked travel, even once or twice in your entire life, you probably recognize some of these names. But it might surprise you to know that 95% of the online booking space as it stands today actually falls under the umbrella of 1 or 2 different companies, either Booking Holdings, also known as Priceline, and Expedia Group. Now, again, you see a bunch of names that aren't Expedia and aren't Booking Holdings, right? And so it's crazy to think that every time we go online to do some price shopping, the CEOs and the corporate officers over at Expedia and Booking Holdings are sitting back, crossing their arms, laughing, just like, I wonder who they're going to choose. At the end of the day, if you're booking travel, it doesn't matter where you go, you're getting your travel from either Expedia Group or Booking Holdings. And they have a stranglehold on the way the public books travel. But as opposed to me explaining that, what I'd like to do is I'd like to share this quick 90-second clip from NBC investigative reporters. They broke the story earlier this year on the oligopoly in the travel industry. So let me just press play on this one and watch it together real quick.
If you go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal, you may be actually wasting your time.
NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack is here to explain how that works.
That's right. There's a reason these deals look similar. And the problem is that these third-party sites often fall under the umbrella of 1 or 2 companies. So while you think you're searching for multiple companies looking for the very best deal, every deal you're considering may actually be from the same company. Many savvy travelers look for the best hotel deals online.
I usually look at sites that kind of claim to have the best deals.
It seems like there's a lot of competition.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by one of two companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time, and Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking sites.
And that last little piece at the end is super important for us to take note of. These two juggernauts that have taken control of the online booking industry, right? Expedia Group and Booking Holdings. They bought up 95% of the online booking space. They advertise and market each website differently as if to create the illusion that you're actually buying your travel inventory from somebody else other than Expedia or Priceline. When in fact, we are buying our booking inventory from those two entities, and they make billions with a B, billions in profits every single year by fixing unnecessary markups and fees into their booking model. And guys, the unsuspecting public is buying this inventory but in droves, again, paying billions of dollars that they don't necessarily need to pay. And then if a hotel or resort is ever caught undercutting these juggernauts below a certain threshold of the average online price, then those hotels and resorts get blacklisted from over 95% of the online booking space today. There goes tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars in booking revenue every single year out the window. Like, enjoy bankruptcy. And to further bring that point home, you know, we're looking right now, this is one of the last slides we'll look at, and then we're gonna have some fun, I promise. The top 10 revenue generating websites in the entire world. Obviously, we've got Amazon, Google, Facebook, right? Alibaba, eBay, Netflix. But number 7, Priceline Group. Number 10, Expedia Inc. Y'all, we all just heard the same investigative report. These two entities don't own anything travel related. I've never seen Priceline Hotels, Expedia Resorts, Priceline Cruise Ships, Expedia Rental Cars. They don't own anything travel related. All they own is an oligopoly on the way the public books travel today. And they are in the top 10 in revenue generating websites in the entire world for a reason. Because the only overhead they really have, other than a customer service call center, is their advertising budget. Tens and hundreds of millions of dollars every single year. So Captain Cook, the Priceline negotiator, could advertise to us to go to Priceline. Or, you know, the next celebrity doing an Expedia commercial. So guys, what we do is a little bit different. We do not charge a margin on any of our bookings. All of our bookings within our exclusive booking portal come to us at wholesale. There's not a single penny in markup. So those billions of dollars every single year that unsuspecting travelers are paying in unnecessary markups and fees, we don't pay those, not a single penny. And then, of course, again, the travel points that we're receiving every single month, in about 6 months, we all have enough travel points banked up to trade in and go on a free vacation. Again, I've done that twice already. And so what I want to do now is I'm going to go ahead and get us out of the slides, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to do some bookings. I'm going to show you guys the 4 booking portals that we all have access to as members of this exclusive booking club. And so each booking portal is unique in the way that it saves us money on luxury travel. The first booking portal is our incentive trip catalog. Now, our incentive trip catalog is a free vacation to all of us as members of the club. This is a one-time courtesy of our company for saying thank you for being part of our travel club. As a thank you, we are going to give you access to our curated voucher program where we can literally activate 4- and 5-star vacation vouchers all over the world. Now, we use a third party for this program called Redeem Vacations. They specialize in creating programs like this, and typically these trips are reserved for like top performers in sales organizations. Or like, you know, I used to be a registered representative with New York Life, and any year that I finished in the top 10% in the office, they would send me in a +1 on a vacation like the ones I'm about to show you. The difference there is I had to sell hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of financial products every year. Here, there are no sales goals. There are no referral quotas. It's a simple thank you for being a part of our club where we have access to these vacation vouchers. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click here, view locations. And again, guys, this is accessible to all of us in the club. This is a one-time thank you from our company. And so as I'm scrolling down, you're going to see 39 different countries for us to choose from. Each country has multiple desirable cities and locations, and each city and desirable location has multiple 4- and 5-star hotels and resorts for us to choose from. And so the way it works is this, it's pretty simple. Let's say, I don't know, Thailand, because Thailand's on my list. Let's say I want to go to Thailand. Let's say I want to activate my incentive trip to Thailand. So I click on Thailand. Let's see what cities our vouchers are good for in Thailand. We could go to Bangkok, Thailand, 5 days, 4 nights. Ooh, Koh Samui, Thailand, 8 days, 7 nights. Phuket, Thailand, 8 days, 7 nights. Pattaya, Thailand, 6 days, 5 nights. So let's just say I want to go to Phuket. Let's say I want to activate my incentive trip to go to Phuket. I would click select this location. I would then receive an email from our third party, Redeem Vacations, saying, thank you, Mr. Morrow, for activating your Phuket voucher. Here are the list of our 4- and 5-star resorts. Here's a calendar. And I pick the property that I want. I pick the 8-day, 7-night window that I desire. And upon submitting that, I would get a response email and it would say, yes, Mr. Morrow, those suites for that property on those dates are available. How many guests are you bringing? And the taxes and fees are, let's say, $82 USD. Do you want to pay the taxes and fees and confirm your stay? Now, again, we got to pay the taxes and fees, but that's it, right? So I'm going to say, yep, charge the taxes and fees. And then I receive my confirmation number. And then within 24 hours of receiving my confirmation number, I also get a phone call from Redeem Vacations concierge agent. And the concierge is really, really cool. You know, he or she is going to confirm my confirmation number, my itinerary, my guests, my room type, the dates, like everything that has to do with the trip. They're going to confirm that. They also even ask, like, hey, is this a special occasion? And so when I did my free incentive trip to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico, we got 7 days, 6 nights at the 5-diamond all-inclusive Secrets Resort. It's an adults-only 5-diamond resort. The place was immaculate. And when I was speaking to the gentleman, the concierge agent on the phone, he asked, is this a special occasion? And I said, well, yeah, I'm taking my girlfriend to Puerto Vallarta for her birthday. Now, guys, I had no clue what I was in for. But when we showed up, and this is the really cool thing about going to 4- and 5-star places as opposed to, you know, the motel down the road. No offense, but this is one of the cool things about it. Like, the property is amazing. The location is awesome. The food and the drinks are immaculate. They're exquisite. But the staff is on another level. Like, they have just another standard as it relates to customer service at properties like this. And so we show up, right? I have no idea what I'm in for. We go to, again, when you get off, like when you get on the property, like you don't even carry your bags. Like, we had 2 bellhops pulling up, grabbing our bags, giving us our little ticket for our bags. We got welcome drinks, cold towels to put like over our heads or around our necks. As soon as the suite was ready, we had another bellhop take us to our suite. When we got to the suite, there were rose petals at the base of the floor before the door. There was a big sash that said happy birthday. My girl's looking at me like, Adam, what did you do? And I'm looking at her with like that blind, like 1,000-yard stare, like I don't want to look like I don't know what's going on. But at the same time, I had nothing to do with any of this, right? And then as we open the door, the rose petals leading through the hallway to the bed, big heart on the bed, happy birthday written in the heart. There was champagne on ice. There was wine. There was a fruit play, and there was a fruit tray, a platter, and then there was a cake that said happy birthday. And my girl's just looking at me like, oh my gosh, you outdid yourself. And I'm looking at her like, oh my gosh, our company outdid itself. But I had to play it cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, girl, I got you, man. It's your birthday, right? Guys, I had no idea they were going to do all that. So this is just one of our booking portals. This is our incentive trip catalog. This is a one-time thank you from our company. We use a third party called Redeem Vacations, and they specialize in 4- and 5-star luxury vacation experiences. And we just activate a voucher, pick the dates, pick the property, pay the taxes, boom, send me a postcard. So that is booking portal number 1. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us into booking portal number 2. Now, booking portal number 2, this is our travel site. So this is a portal where literally we can get access to travel agent rates all over the world, 24/7, 365, unlimited bookings. And in here, we have access to hotels and resorts at up to 70% off, access to flights at fair market value, access to rental cars at up to 70% off, access to cruises at up to 50% off, and then access to activities and excursions up to 75% off. Now, y'all, we could spend all day in this booking portal. We don't have all day. I'm trying to keep it quick. So I'm just going to do just a really quick search, right? I got Indonesia on the mind. Me and my boy Phil were talking about it the other day, talking about going to Bali. So let's look at Bali, right? And let's look at, I don't know, I'm just picking random dates. Let's say we want to go the last week in August. So for most families, that's like that last week before school gets started back up. You might want to do like, the dog days of summer, one more quick vacation. So we're just going to look at Bali for the last week in August. And what's dope about this booking portal, y'all, before I hit search, is we can customize our searches. We can actually reserve up to 4 suites or 4 rooms per reservation at travel agent rates. That's pretty cool. Like, what if mom and dad want their own suite? And they want the kiddos to have the adjacent suite with the attaching door. And they want the in-laws to have the suite, I don't know, on the other side of the property, right? Depending on your relationship with your in-laws. I'm just saying, like, you can do a lot with this portal. I'm just going to do a basic search. And right here, this is where the magic happens. The same 15 wholesalers that feed Expedia Group and Booking Holdings, right? The 2 juggernauts in the travel space that make billions every single year on unnecessary markups and fees. We receive the same travel inventory from the same 15 wholesalers that feed Expedia and Booking Holdings. The only difference is we have access to these properties at true wholesale, at like literally the cost that the wholesaler is selling it. There is not a single markup, not 1 penny in markup. And so as we're searching here, guys, 2 things I want to point out real quick. Number 1, options. Number 2, value. For me, I like both. Give me both. Give me plenty of options and give me plenty of value. Don't give me one or the other. I want both. Well, in Bali for this week, we have over 2,000 properties to choose from, starting at 77% off of retail, y'all. So we say up to 70% off because that is what we can regularly deliver all over the world at any given time. But I've seen deals as high as 80% off. The biggest I've ever seen was 92% off. Now, I've only ever seen that once, but still 60%, 70%, yo, I'm a happy camper, especially if I'm booking travel once or twice a year. You're going to save a fortune. So as I'm scrolling, y'all, there's 2 numbers I want us to pay attention to. Y'all already see what you're saving by booking through your own exclusive booking portal with no markups, no fees, right? But I want you to bring your eyes down to where you see the bold numbers for just a quick minute. There's going to be 2 numbers there. You're going to see a number with a line through it, and then you're going to see a big bold number. Let me tell you what those mean. The number with the line through it is the average online retail rate or the aggregate rate, meaning among all the major booking portals, you take the price among all of them, you divide it up amongst the booking portals that are offering it, you receive an aggregated or online rate. So anywhere you go online, it's going to be a few dollars north or a few dollars south of that figure with the line through it. Then you see the bold number beneath it, y'all. I hope y'all are sitting down, especially if this is your first time ever seeing this, because I'm going to explain something to y'all real quick, because I've heard this before. People will be like, yo, Adam, like that's a great nightly rate, bro. I can afford that nightly rate. To which I reply, yo, my dude or my dudette, this is not the nightly rate. This is not the per occupant rate. This is the rate for the entire stay for us and our guests. Now, I know we got some hoopers on the team. We got some hoopers watching the overview. Guys, I don't know about y'all. Have y'all seen a pair of basketball sneakers for $100 that you can hoop in? I haven't, right? Usually I'm dropping at least $200. Well, guys, we could go to Bali for 2 weeks on a pair of basketball sneakers, guys. These bold numbers are the entire stay. And so as I'm scrolling down, right, we see 4 stars, 4.5 stars. We're still scrolling. We haven't even broke below 60% yet. Man, 4.5 star, 4.5 star, 4.5 star, right? We're still I'm still scrolling. We haven't even broke below 60% yet. Now we're in the 50s, y'all. Okay. And we still have 173 pages worth of results to go through. This is absolutely incredible. And guys, I want to state this before I click on anything more, because people ask this. They're like, Adam, Expedia and Booking Holdings, these are multi-billion-dollar per year companies that control the travel space. They're not just in the travel space, as we all know now, they actually control it. How are you guys getting such better rates than them? Guys, here's the whole ball game. We don't. We don't get better rates than them. We get the same rates from the same wholesalers. Expedia and Booking and all their crony websites choose to mark up their travel packages, 100%, 200%, and then pretend to give you a 10% savings when in reality, they're making money hand over fist and they don't create anything, right? The resorts and hotels, they're already there, they're already standing. All they do is serve as the Goliath at the gate, saying, if you want to get through the gate and have a dope family vacation, you better grease my palm. You better pay me 2 or 3 times more than we paid for it. They didn't. I hope y'all are grasping that. Expedia and Priceline, they don't create anything. All they do is they stand at the gate with the key, saying, if you want to pass through, you got to pay 2 to 3 times more than even we paid for it. Now we stand at that same gate and say, yo, we got a cheat code. You can just get it at cost if you come through our gate. And so that's the power of our booking portal. But right now, guys, I'm just going to click on one, right? Corey Maharani Villas, 4.5 star. What's it? 66% off. 1,800 and change is the average online retail rate. We can get it for 607 for the entire week. So I'm just gonna collect this. I'm gonna select this and let's see what we're working with in here. And so as it's loading, I just want to kind of show off a little bit, guys. So this is the property, right? These aren't like, random JPEGs that we found online. Like these are the actual properties that we're staying at. Again, 4.5 star, right? Details on the property, more photos. Ooh, look at those suites, y'all. Do I see a mirror on the ceiling? Yo. Okay, all right. Well, you know what I'm saying? Could be anniversary or something, right? And then this is where we are on the map, like right here on the beach with this Kukakan Beach, right? Literally right on the beach, guys. Or no, you're at Silhouette Beach. Okay, guys, we're in places I can't pronounce, so apologize. So we can get the room with the private pool. Yo. Okay, guys, look. We saw, was it 68% off? The rooms here start at 86% off, y'all. 86% off. We can get the king bed with the private pool for $256 for the entire week. The average online rate is over $1,800 for this room. Guys, we're saving almost 6 times more than we're even spending on this one vacation. My question is would you want to go with your significant other or your boyfriend or your girlfriend or a boys trip or a girls trip to one of the nicest resorts in Bali and have your own villa with your own private pool? Would you go there for $256 all in? If the answer is yes, just holler at the friend that invited you on to send me your link. But if you need more validation, we can add the bed and breakfast combo in here for an extra, $14? We can go from $256 to $275.99 for the entire stay. And now we're getting the bed and breakfast option. And guys, when we do bed and breakfast here at 4 and 5 star properties, it's not like, me and Malik are elbowing each other, at the Motel 6 lobby for that last Eggo and the coffee's been sitting in the pot since 4 a.m. and it's ice cold. It's not like that. Like we have our meals at the 5-star restaurants on the property, or you're opening up your room service menu and having it brought to your room. Like when we say bed and breakfast, like we really mean it, right? For extra, like $15, you can get bed and breakfast for you and your entire party for the entire week. And so that's the room with the pool access at the king bed. How much more inventory do we have here? Ooh, what's this? Beach pool hut, yo. 2 king beds and 2 large twin beds with a balcony and patio of the beach for 80% off. The bed and breakfast combo, $353. Yo, can I get a hallelujah? Can I get an amen? Can I get whatever higher power you believe in? Just give me some of that right now, because that's how dope this is, guys. This is where we're showing people on any budget all around the world not to have to wait until you're halfway in the grave to start traveling. Like we can do it now, y'all. The standard room with the king bed, 80% off with bed and breakfast. The villa, 77% off. Like, yo. And so real quick, guys, what I want to do, hopefully I'm still sharing my screen. Right before the call, I hopped onto Expedia, right? And so same dates, August 26th to August 30th, going to Bali. And then again, what's the name of the resort? I think I put it in there correctly. Corey Maharani Villas. Corey Maharani Villas, right? Let's go to this last window. For these dates, for this property in Bali, again, beautiful property, right? Again, Corey Maharani Villas, the 26th to the 30th. Expedia only has one room type available. It's the 2 bedroom with the pool, the 2 bedroom villa with the pool. Let's look at the price details. 1807, y'all. $1,807. What did we say the average online rate was for these rooms? 1806. So Expedia might be $1 overpriced, right? Okay. But look at what we can get it for, guys. Let me find the same exact room type. 2 bedroom, right? 2 bedroom. There's the villa, 1 bedroom. Okay, here we go. 2 bedroom villa with the private pool. $591, and we're receiving almost 1,600 loyalty points. What are loyalty points? Every time we come into this part of our booking engine, not only are we getting travel agent rates on all of our bookings, but we're receiving loyalty points upon every booking. And what those loyalty points allow us to do, they become available immediately once we earn them. And we can turn around and trade in these loyalty points to drive in the cost of our very next booking. So now not only are we showing people how to sidestep the atrocious and unnecessary markups and fees that these third parties are creating to become billion-dollar-a-year companies, we're showing people how to sidestep that by going right to the plug. And then we're also showing people how to stack up loyalty points as they do their bookings to then vacation their way onto vacations. So again, guys, look, just real quick, 1806 and 63 cents. We're saving $1,200. So you're saving 2 times more than you're even spending, and you're getting the bed and breakfast combo. And what is it here? 1807. So my question for any of y'all watching, if you actually do like to travel or wish you could travel a little bit more, is would you rather spend 1800 on that trip, or would you rather spend less than 600 and get loyalty points to go on the same trip? And look, if you don't want the 2 bedroom villa, scroll up and get something for, what was the lowest rate we had over here? $256, y'all. But yeah, you better throw in that bed and breakfast for an extra $20, you dig? And so, guys, we could be in this booking portal all day. We can go all over the world. And some days I do, man. It's almost like how some people get trapped scrolling. I get trapped booking because it's just so dope. Again, prices that respectfully anyone can afford if they actually want to go. I mean, if we went out to Applebee's after this call and there were 3 or 4 of us, guys, we would spend more than $250 on that tab. And that's us being reasonable. Or we could go to Bali and split $250, right? But what I want to show you guys real quickly before we go any further is the activities portal. This thing is super dope. So let's say that you go to a 4- and 5-star property in the most beautiful places in the world, right? But you want to have an off-property day, right? You want to experience the culture of where you're at, right? I'm like that too. I like to do that at least one day, right? So let's say we're going to Bali, right? Let's kind of keep it congruent, not Greece, Bali, Indonesia. And then let's say the middle of that vacation, we want to, let's say the 28th, we want to have an off resort day, right? So guys, same deal. We're scouring our wholesalers and we're going to find events and activities inventory at no markup, not a single penny. So let's see what that's going to look like. So as opposed to going to the concierge desk, right, at the resort or at the hotel where they're going to mark you up 200%, because that's how they make their money, we're going to have the same activities, but at no cost. And if whoever isn't muted, if we could have somebody mute them out, please. Thank you. Just for the sake of the presentation. So what we got, we have 1,500 results of activities for August 28th in Bali. Let's see what we're working with. Nusa Penida, private boat, snorkeling, 4-spot, swim with mantis, and land tour, y'all. This is a 8 to 10 hour 5-star activity for $92.12. Guys, you can spend that much money staying home. For real. I mean, I think we all have, right? And what's included in this 5-star one, because this is dope. Premium shared boat, premium boat, professional photographer is included, welcome drinks and juices, 3 complimentary bottles of Prosecco. Okay, that's for the ladies, right? Extend by an hour and a half tour for the traveling Nusa Penida in style on board your very own 12 to 13 meter speedboat. Upgrade for premium shared boat tour or private boat tours available. Here's what we have planned for you. Here we go. Swimming with giant manta rays, not stingrays, not like the little things that you see like off the coast of Florida, but those manta rays. They're massive. They look like aliens, guys. They look like an alien ship underwater. If y'all have never seen what a manta looks like definitely Google image it because it's crazy. But we're gonna go swimming with giant mantas, snorkeling in coral havens by Nusa Penida and Lambagan, scenic lunch with views and pool access, Keliking Cliff Car Tour, Broken Beach and Angels Billabong if we have enough time, lagoon cruising through breathtaking vistas, underwater photos and videos at no extra charge. Come on now, let's go. And we'll do this all in just one day. Oh, wow, guys, that's incredible. And we can upgrade to get drones. We can upgrade to get fishing rods and jet skis. Come on, for 92 bucks. And some of y'all is like, yo, 8 to 10 hour activity. My dogs will be barking even if we are hanging on a boat and all that. Like, fair enough. Here's a 2 hour activity. What's this one? ATV quad bike Bali with waterfall gorilla cave and lunch. A 2 hour activity where we're riding four wheelers, we're getting fed, we're going through like desirable areas for 31 bucks. Y'all, dolphin tour and sunrise watching in Lavinia Beach, all inclusive, all you can eat, all you can drink, 8 to 10 hours for $61.05 USD. It's okay, man. Holler at the person that invited you on. Say, send me your link. Send me your link, right? I'm just gonna keep scrolling. We don't have all day, so I'm just gonna give you guys a taste of what you can expect in here. So, quick little recap on this particular booking portal. I already showed y'all the trip incentive catalog that we all get as a one-time thank you all over the world from the company. We just have to pay the taxes and fees on that. This is the net rate travel site where we are truly booking all of our travel at travel agent rates, many times even better, right? Hotels and resorts up to 70% off all over the world, flights at fair market value, rental cars at up to 70% off, cruises up to 50% off, and as you guys can see, activities up to 75% off. Now let me get us out of this booking portal because there's two more booking portals I want to share with y'all real quick. And these two booking portals happen to be my favorite booking portals because this is where we can apply those travel points that I was telling you guys about. So if you remember from the beginning of the call, I mentioned that we get travel credits every single month. These travel credits never expire and they're available to be used immediately. And so with our travel credits, we're able to trade in those travel points to either buy down the wholesale rate of or completely pay for getaways and our world tours catalog. But I'm gonna show you getaways first. Getaways are super dope. This is where we have access to luxury timeshares all over the world. Now, before we go any further, I just want to say this, guys. We are the anti-timeshare company. Like, we don't, and respectfully, I don't want anyone feeling silly if they ever bought a timeshare, right? We don't know what we don't know. But respectfully speaking, we are the anti-timeshare company. We don't want somebody to pay 50 grand up front and then enter into a lifelong contract that you need a lawyer to break and then have thousands of dollars a year in maintenance fees to only have access to one brand of properties with blackout dates. Like, if you guys can't tell by now, we have a different way of doing things in the travel space. We do, however, know that at any given moment, anywhere in the world, about 50% of luxury timeshares are sitting vacant, collecting dust. So we can actually book those timeshares for us and our guests as if we did sign that contract for the timeshare, even though we didn't. And it's called distressed timeshare inventory. So that inventory that is not booked is number one, we get it for pennies on the dollar. And then number two, as long as it's not booked by the people that actually signed up to own the timeshare, we can book it as if we were them. And we can apply our travel points that we're getting every single month to buy down the trip down to $0. And so I'm just going to kind of show you guys real quick. In here, I mean, every continent all over the world, right? I mean, you want to go to Asia? Okay, let's dial in. Where in Asia do you want to go? You want to go to India? Okay, cool. Where in India do you want to go? Like, we can get like super specific, but for the sake of time, I just want to be kind of quick with it. I don't know. Let's just say Europe in general. Let's say, you know what? Again, end of the summer, we want to go on a Euro trip, so let's just see like what we're working with, right? And what's kind of cool about this booking portal for our luxury vacant timeshares is that we can look for multiple bedrooms, multiple bathrooms. We can actually find luxury timeshares that can sleep up to 12 people. But again, for the sake of simplicity, I'm just going to do just a really quick search. And so, guys, right here, again, the distressed timeshare inventory that doesn't have anybody in it right now is available to us. And as you guys can see, for this window of time at the end of August, I have over 200 results of timeshares that are vacant. As you guys can see here, 100% off. That is not a typo. I can trade in my travel points right now, and that will pay for my trip. Now that we're scrolling down, we finally cracked into 97% off, right? And real quick, before I start scrolling around, take a note of the little number with the line through it. That is the wholesale rate that we would have access to for these properties. But again, if you have travel points banked up, which we all do all the time because we're receiving them every single month, and they're available to be used immediately, and they never expire. About every 6 months, we all have enough travel points banked up to trade in and go on one of these vacations. And so in some cases, right, like this particular one in Italy, okay, I'll trade in my travel points and I'll have to pay $26 out of pocket for this trip. And if you guys notice here in the little gray below the big bold number, 4 7 nights, 4 7 nights, 4 3 nights, 4 7 nights, 4 7 nights. What's Calablanca? 4 4 nights. So with luxury timeshares, guys, you're not going to reserve a timeshare for one night. If you want something for 1 or 2 nights, jump in the travel site. But if you're looking to go somewhere 5 days, 4 nights, or 8 days, 7 nights, this is a great place to look, especially if you have some travel points banked up, right? Let your travel points pay for your trip. So for $26 out of pocket, after I traded some travel points, I could spend 8 days, 7 nights in Italy, right? And as I'm scrolling down again, just giving you guys a taste, this is where we book, man. These are beautiful places, exquisite properties. And not only that, but again, like, how many pages do I have? I have 18 pages of results, and we're still only in the 92% off. Like, guys, we could spend all day in this portal. And like I said, we can book properties that have timeshares with like 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, dining room, kitchens, private private pools, all that stuff. Again, we don't have time to get into all that. I just wanted to share with you how the Getaways portal works. And then the last thing I'd like to share real quickly on the travel component is our world tours. Guys, world tours are so sick. I've been on one already. I just booked another one to Montego Bay. My boy Malik and his family is going to Montego Bay in like 2 days, right? And so these world tours are curated 4 and 5 star vacations all over the world. And the way this works is this. So our company will buy hundreds of suites. Malaga, Spain for $299. That's amazing. Our company will buy hundreds of suites in the most beautiful places in the world, the most desirable properties in those places. Number one, we get a discount for buying in bulk. But then number two, like I said, travel points, right? We're getting them every single month. We can trade in our travel points to drive down the cost all the way down. And then we can go on a 5 star luxury vacation where literally everything is done for us. And so as I'm scrolling, like obviously you guys see some dope places here on the top as it's kind of sifting through. But I'm just gonna scroll down. Like obviously you're gonna see months that are still up. You're not gonna see months that have passed. But typically we have anywhere between 9 and 12 world tours all over the world any given month. So hundreds of world tours every single year. And again, about every 6 months, you have enough travel points to just trade in and go. So as I'm scrolling, I don't know, Dubai. I know Dubai's high on my list. I know Dubai's high on a lot of people's lists. Let's see what Dubai looks like for us. So we would be going to the Hyatt Regency Dubai. This is a 5 star property for 6 days, 5 nights. If you see here, we can bring up to 3 people per suite for $7 USD. Y'all did not read that wrong. $7 is not a typo, right? Every 6 months, we have enough travel points banked up to trade in and go on either getaways or world tours at these prices, about 2 a year for the rest of our lives, right? For $7 USD. And that is not per person. That is not per night. That's for the entire 6 days, 5 nights for us and up to 2 additional guests. Looks like 3 guests can fit per suite there. And this includes breakfast every day, as you guys can see there. And again, when we say breakfast, y'all, it isn't like, again, a Motel 6 style breakfast where, I'm elbowing Keen for that last little box of dry cereal. Like, they're going to, like, literally cook our food right in front of us, cook to order, ready to roll, or, ordering off the room service menu, right? And so, guys, in here, there's just so many trips. Like Lake Tahoe, bro. This looks dope. Wow, look at this property, y'all. Like, again, this is not a JPEG. These are the actual photos of the properties that we'll be staying at, right? $299. You can bring up to 3 additional guests with you, 5 days, 4 nights. You get the fireplace suite. All resort fees are included. And you get discounts for greens fees. Okay, holla at me, man. I love swinging the clubs. I'm not that good, but I like to play, right? And so, guys, just think about it like this. Every 6 to 7 months, we all have enough travel points banked up, whether you're building a business or you just want to travel the world at a great deal. Doesn't matter, right? We haven't even talked about making money yet. This is just what we get for being a part of this travel club. We get access to travel agent rates all over the world, like I just showed you with the travel site. We get our free incentive trip catalog that we all have access to as a simple one-time thank you for being a part of the club. And then we have our getaways portal where we can buy down wholesale vacant luxury timeshares all the way to $0 with our travel points. And then, of course, we have our world tours catalog, where these are predetermined dates at predestined properties that have all been vetted by our concierge. So you know wherever we're going is a dope spot. I mean, Tenerife, come on. Istanbul, ooh, Cairo, Egypt. Let me just look at this one real quick, right? Again, guys, these are the types of places we're staying at. We're staying at 5-star properties at 1-star prices. Ooh, that piano's got my name on it. I can't play the piano, but I would try. 5-star hotel, breakfast included for us and our guests, all taxes and resort fees included, and welcome drinks are included for only $299 after you trade in your points, y'all. And that covers up to 3 people for 5 days, 4 nights. Do the math. That's like $60 a day per person. Probably less, probably closer to 50, right? And guys, we could be in this portal all day, but we don't have time for that. The last 2 things I want to show you guys are some benefits that are really, really cool as far as just day-to-day stuff. Maybe you're not going on a vacation. Maybe you don't have a business trip. Maybe you don't have a pro tryout somewhere, but let's say you might want to go out to eat, right? I mean, I know I like to go out to eat, right? I love going out to eat, all right? But going out to eat can get expensive too. So let me show you guys. This is pretty dope too. We also, not only do we get travel points every single month to buy down wholesale 5-star vacations, equating to about 2 every single year, right? But we also receive online shopping dollars. And this is really cool too, because you get 100 online shopping dollars each month. You get those. You can use them to buy down electronics, buy down gift cards. You can use them to like buy clothes and accessories. But what I love using it to go out to eat, right? I mean, we even get deep discounts on groceries, right? Who wouldn't want that? But for me, I like using these bad boys for going out to eat. So when you click the dining program, like it's gonna, sync to your IP address, right? So obviously, if you live in a more populated area, you're gonna have more options to choose from than if you live in a more rural area. But so it's tagged to my IP address, so it's showing Portland, Maine, right? And already I see 2 places that I frequent all the time: Mr. Bagel, I love that place, and Otto's Pizza, right? So let's say after this call, like let's say me and Tui and Kimberly and a few of us, we want to go out and grab some autos, get some pies, get some pictures, right? I'm gonna tell them, yo, I got us on at least 25% off the bill tonight. I click on that. I can redeem 15 rewards points. Keep in mind, y'all, I've been getting these rewards points and these travel points for free for like, I don't know, forever, right? So I'm trading in free points to get deep value, whether it's travel or just living my life. And so I would just redeem these 15 rewards points. I get my QR code or my coupon, and then boom, 25% off. I got us. You can search based on dining, entertainment, or shopping. And then the last thing I want to show y'all real quick is our entertainment portal. So, maybe you're not trying to go out to eat, but maybe you want to go out to the movies. Maybe you want to, go to take the kids to the amusement park or something like that, right? And so I'm going to show you guys where we do that. So when we go to our entertainment portal within our benefits center, obviously, movie theaters, all that stuff. I'm just going to click on that. Now, there's a lot back here, guys, and there's extreme value. Again, if you're a single and you like to go out to movies or concerts or sporting events, we got you. If you're an artsy type, you like going to shows and musicals and all that, we got you. If you like going out to theme parks, if you got kids and you want to go to Disneyland or Universal or Busch Gardens or Six Flags, like the zoo, the aquarium, the museums, we got you. You can search based on location. You can search based on whatever experience you're looking to have, right? I like to do the movie theater thing, so it's got it synced up where all the movies are at the top for me, right? But guys, there's just so much in this Plum's benefit catalog for us. But this is more of those day-to-day, hey, I'm going out on the weekend. I want to save 40% off of, the Celtics tickets. I want to save 50% off going to the movies, right? I want to save, 40% going to Beyonce, right? All that is in here for us. And these are like those daily things that you just do to have fun. And so, guys, what I've shared with you are the benefits that we get within our booking program. So as you guys saw, like travel is really the marquee, but we got so much more in here other than travel. And so the last thing I want to do as we wrap up is I just simply want to share a few more slides with you guys. But some of us are also like, all right, Adam, I get it. There's a lot of value here. It's undeniable. But how do we make money? Some people are money motivated. I'm money motivated. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm money motivated. So I'm gonna show you guys how the money works. And before I do that, though, let me just, again, set the stage for us. And number one, by sharing with you the name of our company. The name of our company is Travorium. We are a 12-year-old company. At the end of this year, we will be a 13-year-old company. We are completely debt-free. We've grown by over 400% since the pandemic. What would be kryptonite to a travel company has shot us into the stratosphere because people are realizing, dang, I'm banking up these travel credits. Like, I'm going to trade these bad boys in at some point. I'm going to have a couple of vacations lined up, right? So we are growing by leaps and bounds. Our founder and CEO, David Hart, was finalist for Entrepreneur in Inc. magazine back when he was 24 years old. Inc. magazine, a very reputable entrepreneurial publication. When he was 24 years old, he pioneered the mobile car washing industry in Southern California. And that's what put him like in the upper echelon of young entrepreneurs. Since then, he's become independently wealthy in his own right. And one thing that he noticed when he was traveling with his family was he was going to these beautiful 4 and 5 star properties, but he noticed something. He noticed that there was really only one socioeconomic demographic that was frequenting these places, and it was old, rich white people. And nothing against it, man. Build your wealth, do what you want with it. But David was like, man, like, this is amazing. Like, this is the variety and fruit of life. Everyone should have access to this. Now, that was a long time ago, but that was the mustard seed. That was the idea that sparked this travel revolution that we're now embarking on together, where now we're showing the average person on literally any budget all over the world how to go on 4 and 5 star vacations multiple times a year without digging into their own current family budget. And so that is what's winning at kitchen tables all over the world. This idea is picking up legs and it's running really fast. Not only that, but guys, we've paid out over $100 million in commissions to our reps over the last decade. They've never missed a commission payment, and we've never had a traveler show up to the resort without their room and confirmation number ready for them, right? And so one thing that people ask is like, okay, again, this idea is dope. Like, I get it. There's value here. There's validity here. You guys have a 12-year track record. You guys are doing something right. But help me understand, how are you guys debt free? How are you paying out hundreds of millions of dollars every single year in commissions, right? How are you doing that without marking up what's in your travel inventory? And I'm happy to hear you ask that, because truly, guys, this is very powerful to understand as well. We don't mark up anything in our catalogs, guys. We don't mark anything up, not even by a single penny. And that is what creates the value. That is what has average everyday people being like, yo, I dig this. This is dope. And I don't want to ever see us basically bastardize our product by trying to, do what everyone else is doing, ripping other people off by throwing in unnecessary markups and fees. Guys, there is not a single penny that is generated in profit anytime somebody uses their booking technology. Everything is at true wholesale cost. And then when you factor in your travel points to drive it down to zero, now you're paying nothing, right? So what we did do was we took the Netflix or subscription model and applied it to global travel. And quite frankly, it's an idea in a space that is long overdue for change. Bear with me for a second. Let me explain why. The travel industry has not changed in hundreds of years. There was always a travel agency on Main Street. You had to go down there. You had to tell them what you wanted. They had to get the inventory. They had to mark it up to make their nut, and then they sold it to the person. That is how the travel industry has been for the longest. Now the .com era comes into play in the 90s, right? And so now you might not be going down to Main Street, but you are going to mainstreet.com, right? i.e. Expedia, i.e. Priceline, or i.e. all of their crony little websites, right, that we learned about earlier, that have been branded and marketed differently to create an illusion that there's actually competition in this space when in fact there's not. And so what we have done is we brought a subscription model that says, hey, for a monthly cost, just like having a Netflix, which we all either have Netflix or we bum our brothers or sisters Netflix, right? Right? For a small subscription per month, and we'll show you how to get that waived, where Travorium is actually paying that for you, so you can start unlocking free travel. Get to that in a moment. But for a small subscription monthly cost, we are going to give people access to these exclusive booking portals that allow us to book global travel all over the world at not a single penny in markup. Sometimes saving us 40%, sometimes 60, sometimes, as y'all saw, like 80, right? And then other times when you have travel points, trading them in and just going on a vacation. And so the way it works is this. We have 3 membership options to choose from. And again, I'm going to show you how to get this for free, but first let me explain what each option is. First one is the silver level membership. That's only $69.95 one-time lifetime. That is not an annual cost. It's a one-time lifetime cost. And then it's only $52.50 per month, 30 days later. What that membership option gives you access to is the travel site that I shared with you. So not the incentive catalog, right? But that second booking portal where we went to Bali, right? And then we checked out some activities and excursions. So in that booking portal, again, you have access to hotels and resorts at up to 70% off, flights at fair market value, rental cars at up to 70% off, cruises up to 50% off, and then activities and excursions up to 75% off. That's what you get for that membership level. Now, for only $20 more per month, you can tap in at the titanium level membership. And the titanium member levelship, at this point, not only are you getting the travel site that I just spoke of, but you're also getting access to the getaways and the world tours catalog, right? Those last two catalogs that I shared with you guys, where we have access to unlimited vacant luxury timeshares all over the world, as well as that curated curated catalog of 4- and 5-star luxury resorts all over the world. We have access to those two catalogs as well. And because we have access to those catalogs, y'all, we're also receiving travel credits the moment we enroll, and then every 30 days thereafter, you're receiving 150 travel points. What does that mean in just regular numbers? What that means is every 12 months, you have enough travel points banked up to trade in and go on one of those vacations that we were looking at. You also have access to the incentive trip catalog at the titanium level. Now, the platinum level membership is by far, not even close, the most popular package that we have. One, it's affordable, but number two, it's what you get for your money, right? I'm a value guy, so platinum was the one that I gravitated to naturally. But with platinum, of course, you're going to get the travel site, right? The travel agent rate travel site. Of course, you're going to get the incentive trip catalog, right? That thank you for being a part of the club, where you just got to pay the taxes and fees to go on that vacation. Of course, you're going to get the getaways. You're going to get the world tours. You're going to get the entertainment portal. You're going to get the dining and shopping dollars program, where you're getting an additional 100 online shopping dollars per month, right? But then you're also receiving 270 travel points the moment you enroll, and 270 travel points every month thereafter. What does that mean? Well, what that means is, as I've been saying, because I've been sharing with you guys from the platinum perspective, because that's what I am, you're getting 2 4- or 5-star luxury vacations every 12 months just on travel points alone. And then, of course, you factor in the incentive trip catalog. Then you're getting a third vacation, and then, of course, travel agent rates on all of your other bookings, and you're getting tier 1 pricing on all getaways and world tours. So just to kind of make things kind of clear for expectation's sake, as a titanium, when you trade in your travel points, there will always be something that you got to pay to go on that trip, as opposed to platinum, where many times you can just trade in your points and go all the way for nothing, because we're receiving so many points. Now, this is how we help people receive a free travel subscription, meaning not only do you have access to everything that I showed you at no ongoing cost to you, but then you're also receiving your travel points every single month for the rest of your life. And that's no longer coming off your debit or credit card either. Travorium will actually pay to keep your subscription active for you. Think about it like this, y'all. And this is, again, another reason why I chose platinum. When I get 3 and free, I would rather have 2 to 3 5-star vacations per year than just one, right? I hope that makes sense based on the previous slide. And so to be able to participate in the 3 and free program, and then further tap into a more meaningful residual income, the first step is, of course, becoming a partner with our company. Now, this is the only reoccurring expense there is within everything that I've shown you, right? The one-time startup cost is, as I said, it's a one-time lifetime cost. The monthly, it goes away after we help you refer 3 members to the club. The only thing that reoccurs would be the $79.95 per year. That's not per month. That is per year. And that is what allows us to be 1099 self-employed contractors with Travorium. So for $80 a year, you basically have an online travel business that not only gives you the best travel perks in the world, not only saves you on everything that you do in your day-to-day life anyway, but it also gives you the ability to earn a liquid cash flow up to $100,000 per year, up to even $100,000 per month, up to even 7 figures per month, depending on your ambition and your appetite to earn, right? And so the way it works is this, just going to keep it really simple, really quick. Let's say Angel comes on board. Angel gets started as a platinum. We help her share with 3 other people that say, yo, I love these deals and I'm not opposed to getting 3 and free as well. Well, once Angel makes her 3 enrollments with the help of the team, right? Now, number 1, she's in profit mode. She's made direct commissions for those referrals. But then number 2, she turns on her residual income, her daily pay, her cash flow. And that's about $4.45 per day, about $137 and change per month. The 135 as a platinum comes out of that 137, and then boom, you're in a $2 profit mode every single month, along with having access to all the bennies we just showed you. Now, let's say that Angel wants to make some meaningful income. She's like, yo, yes, I'm happy to travel at these deals. I'm happy to get this thing for free, but I got some financial goals in my life as well. Well, in that case, we'll help her make 1 more enrollment. So now she has a total of 4 personal enrollments. At this point, she's probably made about $200 to $250 in direct commissions. She's making about $5 a day in daily pay. And then let's say Angel activates that incentive trip catalog. Or let's say Angel goes to Cancun with the girls for a week, right? It's like one of those all-inclusives. Well, while Angel's away, us as a team are going to help her 2 on her left and 2 on her right get their 3 to 4, right? Because they might be like, yo, man, if it's free, it's for me. And if I can get 4 and make a lot of money, like I'm down for that too. So while Angel's away enjoying her first vacation with the club, we're working with her teammates to help them get their 3 and free or 4 and make more, right? And so that at this point, we're going to tap into the 10x compensation plan. Y'all, as a binary meaning 2, we only build 2 subscriber bases all the way to 6 and 7 figures a year. We pay out 10 times more than any other binary in the direct sales space. And I'm going to illustrate that for you right now. So the first 2 slides I showed you guys, that I would call that individual effort, right? We had to help Angel get 3 and free. We helped Angel get her 4th one so she could start unlocking the long-term big money. Then she goes away on vacation. Everything else I'm about to show you is based on team activity. It's what we do together as a group. And once Angel hits as a 1-star director in our company, that's where Angel has only 8 members on the left and only 8 members on the right. She's making somewhere between $400 and $700 per month residually, meaning she just wakes up to more money every single day. You wake up, because again, guys, we get paid daily. That $400 to $700 that she's making per month is getting credited to her every single day. She's waking up to more money every single day. Now, is $400 to $700 per month life-changing income? Nah, probably not. Depending on what country you live in, nah, probably not. Do you notice an extra $400 to $700 a month? Well, geez, I would hope so. You know, that's gas, that's groceries. At the very least, that's airfare for the year for your 2 or 3 5-star vacations for you and your friends, right? But let's say that there's a winner in Angel's group on her left and her right, and they're like, yo, 3 and free is cool, but I'm here to make some money too. Well, we work with those people to help them get what they want. And as Angel's network grows to now only 25 members on the left and 25 members on the right, she is now making a dang near full-time income. An extra $1,500 to $2,500 per month is what's rolling in residual daily pay. And remember, we only helped Angel get 4 or 5 on her own. And then that grows to 25 members left, 25 members right. Now she's making upwards of 30 grand a year from her little part-time travel business. Now, as we continue to share and help people achieve their goals, whether it's traveling for free or generating an additional income, as long as Angel's binary is balanced right, 63 left, 63 right, she jumps up in daily pay again. 125 left, 125 right. She jumps up again. Now, guys, this is where it gets really, really exciting because we're already showing you guys, like, again, I've built networks this size before without a whole lot of help with subpar products. And guys, they weren't paying us 60 grand a year for that. They were probably paying us a quarter of that for real. But at this level of Angel's business, if less than half of her team go out and just tell one person each, Angel becomes an ambassador in our company, and now she is making a healthy 6-figure per year residual income that pays her daily. A true liquid cash flow with no overhead that's giving her the dopest travel benefits in the entire world, and she's making about 10 to 12 grand a month from her laptop or cell phone. Now, what's really, really cool about that is this, and for anyone with any experience or longevity in direct sales, I really hope you're listening right now because this is super unique. Once Angel becomes an ambassador in our company, Number one, the company is going to give her 2 additional vacations at no cost and pay for her airfare. So now she's going on 4 vacations a year for next to nothing, right? 2 of which are giving her and her guests airfare. Not only is she making 10 to 12 grand a month residually from her laptop or her smartphone from anywhere in the world, but the company's going to give her another free membership and profit center. Free. Like, it doesn't cost her anything. Now, Angel can just focus on her 2 legs, one on the left, one on the right, build that depth straight down to another, 20 grand, 30 grand, 40 grand a month. She can do that. Or if she would like, she could start double dipping on checks, right? So let's say that she's like, you know what, my left team and my right team are rocking and rolling. I am going to start building out this free position. Number one, again, not only is it a business center, like I said, where it can create a profit for you, but it's also another free membership. So it's another free platinum membership that she doesn't have to pay for. So now between her top spot, where she's getting 2 vacations per year on her travel points, and then 2 additional vacations per year for being an ambassador, she's getting another 2 vacations per year on travel points from her second spot, whether she decides to build it out or not. Now we're sitting at 6 vacations. But let's say people are asking her, how are you going on these trips? How are you getting these deals? And so she shares it with another group of people. And now think about it like this, y'all. Not only is she double dipping on checks, right? Because now she has 2 profit centers, but her second position is feeding volume up to her primary position, which is helping that first spot skyrocket up the top of the comp plan even faster. And guess what, guys? Once she hits ambassador again, the company's going to give her another one, right? And another one, right, Keem? And another one. and guys, again, she can choose to build it out and start triple dipping on checks and then having that volume feed into her second position that feeds into her first position to skyrocket it. She can choose to do that if she wants. She doesn't have to, but she absolutely can. And let's say she chooses to do that again. Guys, triple dipping on checks goes ambassador again. How many times will the company do it? They'll do it infinitely. Now, guys, each position can make over $110,000 per month. That's not, now we're not talking about 6 figures a year. Now we're talking about 6 figures per month. And if you have a handful of positions going $110,000 per month, you can go 7 figures per month if you have the ambition to do so. But it all started from this mustard seed of a couple people saying, you know what? If we can get these vacations for free for me and my family, I'm game. What do I have to do? Invite people to take a look at a presentation? I can do that. It all starts with 3 and free. And so one last little quick tidbit about Ambassador. Again, not only are you making a 6-figure a year residual income, not only are you opening up another membership and another profit center to do what you wish with it, but the company is, every time you hit Ambassador, the company is going to send you and a guest to a Louis Vuitton somewhere in the world, and they're going to literally rent out the entire store. You're going to have your own, everyone has their own personal shopper. There is no one else in that Louis Vuitton other than us as ambassadors and our personal shoppers. You know, you have mimosas and drinks and little snacks, right? Little, I don't even know what the name of those cookies are, right? It's a little too bougie for me, right? But little fancy cookies, all that. And then not only do you get a gift bag, but then David Hart busts out the corporate card and goes, all right, guys, get Louis V'd up, right? So that's really, really cool. Every time we hit Ambassador, we get that. And like I said, every time we hit Ambassador, we get 2 additional 5-star vacations every single year. When you become a 3-star ambassador, they start handing out $8,000 watches, one for him, one for her. And again, guys, no matter how big or how small you dream, right, it all starts from this qualifier of helping a few people learn how to take their family on free vacations, about 2 to 3 every single year, by earning free travel points, trading them into go on free vacations, right? And so, guys, part of that $79.95 per year, like, what am I getting for that? Like, obviously, you're getting your website, obviously, you're getting your tracking center, obviously, getting your training, you're getting your customer support for your customers, right? You're getting everything. But the biggest thing that you're getting is, again, a tracking center that tracks the ripples of every referral you ever make. Think about it like this, just real quick, right? Mark Zuckerberg, one of the richest men in the world, right? He owns Facebook, right? He was the founder of Facebook. Meta now. Did Mark Zuckerberg ever advertise Facebook? No. Did Mark Zuckerberg ever get out in the field and say, yo, you should join Facebook? No, he didn't. Who built Facebook? Who made Mark Zuckerberg a 100 billionaire? We did. I remember my first day on college campus in 2006. Facebook was just coming out. My boy Antonio was like, yo, Adam, are you on the book? I'm like, the what? Like, did I get my textbooks yet? Like, not yet. It's like, nah, man, the book. Are you on the Facebook? I'm like, I'm on MySpace. He's like, nah, man, you got to get on Facebook. He sent me a link. I signed up for Facebook. I started playing around in there. Like, dang, this thing's pretty cool. Then when I went home for Christmas break, I was with a bunch of my buddies. I'm like, yo, are y'all on the book? I'm like, what? I'm like, Facebook. They're like, nah, man, we're not on Facebook. Like, yo, here's a link. Now, if Mark Zuckerberg would have formatted his profit sharing the way we have it formatted, we'd all be billionaires by now, right? If you shared Facebook with anybody and they shared it to infinity and beyond, we'd all be making money on Facebook, but we're not. Mark kept the money. Well, here, part of that $79 per year for your business tracks the ripples to infinity. Doesn't matter if it's the millionth person and you got a million people between them and you, if in some way, shape, or form your link is tied to them in some way by a million degrees of separation, you get credit, you get paid, just like I do, just like the rest of us do. And so social media, obviously one of the biggest things that's shared on travel, one of the biggest things that's shared on social media. If you don't believe me, jump on my social media and tell me what you see, right? But I want to share this real quick as we wrap up. Success leaves clues. And many times, especially for the average person, your ability to create a winning income or have a winning result is in direct correlation to the size of the industry that you're trying to win in. So for that example, I just want to show you guys Bloomberg Finance, one of the most reputable financial publications in the world, did a study last year, August of last year, so almost a year old, that the travel industry is the single largest industry in the entire world. It is a 10 trillion with a T trillion dollar valuation. Now, the biggest industry in the world is about to grow by an additional 50%, going from 10 trillion to $15.5 trillion per year in the next 9 years. Guys, we will blink, and glory to God, if we're all still here in 9 years, we will blink, and 9 years we'll be here. And then the largest industry in the world is going to balloon even larger. Furthermore, if you guys see this in the red, more than 11.6% of the global economy will be spent in travel. What that means, if you just dumb it down a little bit more, is for every $100 that is spent in the world, $11.60 is going to be spent on travel. You don't think it might not be a good idea if you're down to make some money to represent an awesome idea in the biggest space in the world that's only about to get bigger? I think so. Fortune magazine, kind of some evidence here, did a survey. They did Gen Zers and millennials. 84%, if we can mute out whoever's unmuted, please. Thank you. 84% of Gen Zers and millennials, so the age group from 11 to 42, these are the people that are up next in the world economy as far as making and spending money. 84% that were surveyed, so almost 9 out of 10 said they would rather go on a dream vacation than buy another thing, right? They would rather go to Bali for, what was it, $300 than buy another watch or, buy another chain. They want to do things. They don't want to own things. Guys, again, we're in the right place at the right time. And then the last thing I want to share as we wrap up, guys, some of y'all may know this, some of y'all may not, but this is Warren Buffett, the 5th richest man in the entire world. Makes sense to pick up on clues from people that are successful, right? Not people that aren't, but people that are. And he said, if you don't find a way to make money in your sleep, you will work until the day that you die. Well, we have a way out for that too with our daily pay. So I'm going to end my screen share. And then as we wrap up, I just want to say thank you, everybody who hopped on. Really appreciate everybody being here. We went a few minutes over today. But again, want to make sure everyone saw it. And so what I will say is this, as we wrap up, if you're a guest on here, definitely reach out to whomever invited you on. Number one, say thanks, right? Because clearly they thought enough of you to want you to see this. But then number two, let them know where you stand. Let them know if you're like, yo, I want to travel, or yo, I want to travel for free, or yo, I want to learn how to make money doing this thing. And whichever avenue you fall in, we're here to help you. We work together as a team. We are a big family here. And so again, I thank everybody for their time, and we will sign off. Be good, be safe, have a great Monday.